So, welcome back, Capricorn. Welcome back. And according to your title, you are Mr. or Mrs. Independent, and you are being called out. And I was like, whoa, okay, well, let's see how it goes. Because it actually started in your generals, where you were being called out, but more or less there was this energy about you are being too busy. They was like, Capricorn, who told you it was okay to get this busy? Somebody is over here looking at you like you got me. You got time for everything except me. Wow. So I said, let's see what the cards got to say because you had a few downloads. First, uh, forgive me. I act like I know all of y'all, right? I was sitting in your spirit, so I felt like I did. Your spirit team was getting real comfy. Good morning and welcome back to Goddess Divine Reflections. Spirit Says Agenda. I simply listen and denote the messages. Okay? Let's see what's coming through for you in love. You're too busy for me. Came up. Uh, Life has gotten fuller. We're looking in your generals. We did see a lot of busyness, a lot of positivity. Um, in the past, recent past, not the entire past. Let me say that. I do feel like you guys might have come out of a really huge storm into quite a few blessings, nonetheless. However, you are running with that energy so that it doesn't stop anytime soon because you're like, look, I need this. I need all of it. Okay. But you're enjoying life more. But there were messages not to neglect your spiritual foundation. Like if you made the prayers, you said the prayers, don't forget about them. Keep praying. But you are being called out. Someone feels called out, or you're being called out. Called out is significant. But you also had your hand in a couple pots. So I don't know what that's about. We're gonna look and see if that has anything to do with love. But the balancing of work, relationships, and personal goals was very important for you in August when it comes to love. All right. So look what your love card is. Wow, didn't you guys get this in the generals? If you didn't, someone listen, soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. No, this is significant to me. But that's for you guys in love. That was the Aquarius's general reading. No, it wasn't. No, you in Aquarius. Do you have something going on with an Aquarius? Because I think they got this card too. That's why I keep looking at it like, wait a minute, what is this about? Okay, so if you are not dealing with an Aquarius or someone significant around you isn't, because it doesn't have to be a loving relationship. It could be a parent or a kid or a friend or a business partner. Because relationships, love, we talk about all partnerships, okay? Because love can happen on work occasionally, but I don't see that in your life, your energy, because you are so busy at work, you're so busy making the money that you don't have time or attention for love. That's what it's saying, okay? Now, the Empress is in your past energy. I'm picking three cards, past, present, and future for you, past, present, and future for them. Roles may swap depending on which role plays is more significant to you and resonates more. So you do it as you need to. If you feel this fits the other person, apply it. But divine masculine in the past. Okay? Divine masculine. This is an energy where if this is you and you're a woman, you were either connected to this, had balance with this. This could be a father, but it also could be a significant other. So I'm gonna tell you the sign in a minute because that's not as important as the energy. This was just the balance of the male and the feminine. Well, I wouldn't say the male and the feminine, but for sure the male energy. Okay. Now I don't know if as a woman this was prominent and that's why it's coming up. You had more masculine energy displaying as opposed to the feminine, and it was out of balance because there is no. When I see one card, I don't automatically see balance. I see a need for it. Okay, either there is a need for the masculine energy, or there is a, which means there's a deficit of it, or you need to pull some of that back and balance that feminine. Okay, now in your present, it wanted to hide. King of Wands, you got some people. Are you out there dating singles? Because it better not be my couples. Now, this could be different people. Are they the same? No. But you are into some fire signs, aren't you? Visionary leader presently. Is this you? Or is this the person you're connected to? This is someone who is strong, they're active, they're in listen, this has everything, and y'all did it too. Mother sucker. I ain't gonna let you get the whole thing called Captain Cross though. You can get full. So you have the action oriented energy around you. So I am assuming this is your energy. Where if this is my Capricorn men, you are listen. They see your body. They see you working out. They see you getting fit. And my women too, bitch. You are fine as fuck. You and I love this for you because you know why? If this is people admiring you, amening the fact that yeah, I see the biceps, that means you've been putting love into you. And I like this. I can't see you abusing yourself into being fit. That doesn't usually go hand in hand. Now I do see for a very few of you, you were so stressed out, you were so in such a storm that this was the only thing you could eat was working out, exercise, work, money. What can bring in the next paycheck? Like, I feel like you might have gone through such a storm, Capricorn, that propelled you into this place of just work, 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 work. I wouldn't say play, but your play looked like, let me get my body right. I would say that you were one of the ones who had the summertime fine body going on. Okay, so that's a good thing. Now, if this isn't you and you looking down at that six pack or you looking down at that gut and like, what? This is the person you're connected to. So, like I said, put the roles where they fit. But this is also someone who is very work oriented. They love what they do. They love their job. They love their career. So if you're connected to someone like that, they're just like you. You're both putting in the time and the effort to the, you know, the thing. I wouldn't say the thing you love because I'm struggling there. So we'll see when Rare Money and Wealth comes out how that plays out. But listen, if money connected to it, you with it. Now that's not always a good thing, Capricorn. But this isn't about money, wealth, and career. This is about love, and that's the problem. You are focused more on your money, your career, and your wealth more than a connection. Interesting. But you do have a soulmate around you in the midst. And for my couples, it is most likely for the majority of you the right person. Okay, let me light on the heavy the right person because you have the potential for this to be the right person because things can be fucked up. You can fuck it up. They can fuck it up at some point. But right now, you guys have positive energy on this may be the one. Okay. Now, I will say this. Their cards finally started speaking. God damn. They didn't want to come out. But before we move to your future, in their past, listen. Is this you? Because if you are the one working out, focus on a career, you are connected to someone who was, now this is their past energy, but I'm not going to say this isn't their present. But they're looked at as someone who is very nosy, very gossipy, very needs to know everything. They're very investigative, curious, chatty. They communicate a lot. They talk a lot. They're vigilant. But this also could be a very intellectual relationship. That's it. That's all. And they, because this is coming up in the past, feel left out. Now it has this childish energy around it. They may be very young or youthful, younger than you potentially. If this is, and when I say younger than you, what we have in the divine masculine and then the page of swords right under it, there is an age difference or age gap. All right. Now, in their present is the two of the high priestess, major arcana. This is unconscious intuition, mystery, inner knowing, inner voice. So, their inner voice is speaking to them. They are I don't know if they're becoming mysterious or they feel like you are, but right now some things are left to the unknown, but they can still see it or feel it. Okay, so I don't know what they're feeling about. Maybe they're getting intuitive messages that hey, you need to check on this. I don't see any cheating, but listen, I do see the other person is a real big flirt. All right, now um, I'm gonna leave since so what I'm getting, and it just came out. You don't take this too deep, okay? You're reckless. You're a rebel. You live that kind of lifestyle. That doesn't mean you out here hoeing and being a player. It just means you have a lot of, like they said in the general, your hands in a lot of pots. So it looks like you could be a player, or it looks like you could be out here um getting close to other people. I find if you're a man, you have a lot of women friends, and if you have a female friends, and if you're a woman, you have a lot of you cling more to males. And the person you're connected with have a problem with this. They're like, okay, well, if you don't have nothing with you're connected even to exes. You're okay with it. You are okay with it, but your significant other isn't. Um, but they can sense that you still talk to the persons you might have agreed that you shouldn't or wouldn't on like social media, um, through certain avenues that they couldn't check. Not couldn't check, but are they checking? It doesn't look like it. You may think that they are, but they have just this intuitive knowing thing. All right. So in the future, let's move forward. Well, as we go into the future, there's this need for me to tell you that the person you're connected to is very disciplined, very structured, very by the book. They're not the rebel. That's where you guys might have met and said, okay, yin and yang, I'm your opposite and opposite to attract, right? But you still have to have common interests. So for some of my couples, this is going to be a struggle. Not a power struggle more than a um, you guys don't mesh. Now, moving forward, the Queen of Pentacles comes up, generous, caring, comforting, welcoming, sensitive, kind partner. Um, but this is also uh, nurturing, abundance, stability, and a homebody. So this is opposite. They want to stay at home and do movie night and chill, Netflix and chill. And y'all a couple already, right? Or maybe this is just a dating scene, a dating era of y'all's life. But the person, and I'm thinking this is you, maybe you are the homebody, but the other person that's connected to you, they want to get out. They want to do things. They want to um go out and work out. They like things that's outside of the house, rather, right? In your future, there's memories and reunion, and so something is significant about their past. And I say there, but I keep switching the roles, and that's what's going to happen for everyone. One of you have been working on self. One of you have been committed to work and stability, but one of you have also decided to go a little bit down memory lane and for emotional purposes, connected potentially to someone from your past. This could have been by accident, sheer accident, because there is this hangman energy where you get yourself in a situation and there's this new perspective on love, right? So maybe you've been comfortable with this scenario for some time and this memory lane or reunion has juggled some shit up. But the person, if it isn't you, us connected to this scenario is totally opposite. They're a homebody, they're intuitive. Not that you aren't, but you don't tap into the mind more than you tap into the physical. And that doesn't mean anything like sex or anything, but it does mean you are more action oriented when it comes to love. Your love language is let's get out and do something, let's go out and live. Theirs, however, is more of the affection, the mind, mental talking, communication, sharing on that side. So there is this wedge that's coming up, but soulmate is significant overall to your August love reading. So I think for a good bit of my Capricorn, you're going to be faced with, for my couples, right? There's going to be decisions of the old, and old looking like two things: the old that you're currently in, or the old that you have had in the past. But I think you're going to be faced with both of them. You have someone you're with, and your past comes back, and maybe they see how you loved on you, renewed you, and they're like, wait, this is what we were missing. You loving yourself. And the person you're with, not that they don't recognize it, they're just not saying it. Or they've recognized it the whole time, from the bad to the good, and they don't think you've changed. And that's a problem too. Okay. They must recognize the change and the growth in you. Now I don't know if this person came along during the change or after the change, and maybe that may be why they don't recognize, right? Give them grace. Because if they only know the new, then they don't know the old you. and they need to. Okay, because that's important as well. Because for the old person to know the old you and get the opportunity to know the new you, it's not fair for the person you're with to only know the new you and not know the old you. Okay, Capricorn, very very heavy on that. Now, I find that this is going to be a scenario where your soulmate is here. That has been heavy around you. I don't know if you are aware of it or you are, but either you're already connected to them or they're within your space. Now, for my singles and my dating, that's heavy, right? Because it's like, what? They're here and I'm still fucking single? Right. The problem is you're not even looking for it. Okay? You've been working, you've been putting in the time, you've putting in energy everywhere but in the love sector. Hence the title, Mr. or Mrs. Independent. You've been doing all this thing. Not that that's been your intention. It's just that's where life has called you to be. And so now that you're like, wait a minute. And I don't even think you're like, wait a minute. I think there's others around you like, wait a minute. Hey, look at me. You forgot about me. You're being called out. So for the singles who are dating or just really kind of going out in groups, someone around you is significant saying, hey, I like you. And you're missing a shot. Or not there, you're missing a shot. They're shooting it and you are moving the fucking goalpost, bitch. That's what they said. Because they said I'm a 3-point shooter and I can hit it at the in the at the goal. So what are you doing, Capricorn? Because listen, they definitely said you're the one moving the goalposts. Oh, so singles, that's the problem. And maybe it's innocently done. You aren't paying attention, right? Because you're busy working, you're busy having fun, but it's time to slow down. Spirit has told you that in your generals, and now love is telling it to you too. Okay? Whether you're single or couple, you need to slow down and give a little attention to them. So, in closing, your closing oracle for the month of August, Ice Queen. Are you being cold? They did. Was that you asked about being cold in the generals? Check out Aquarius, y'all. Listen. Check out Aquarius, crosswatch their generals and their love because there is a significance. Okay? Now, since we're talking about people, and I had one more oracle, so I'm gonna pull it. Travel. You got travel too? Okay. But Aries, Leo, Pisces, maybe Cancer, and Virgo. Or is that Taurus? It might be Taurus. No, no, no. That's you. You came up in your own reading, Queen of Pentacles. Interesting. That's good. That's positive. You are into you. I'm not shocked about that at all. So I would think that yes, you have about you have a significant connection to both these roles. Working on self, working on career, but also you're intuitive as well. I think your intuitive has been blocked a little bit with being so busy. That's where spirit was telling you, hey, tap in. But as far as love is concerned, not that you are concerned with it, it's concerned with you. Okay? So this is your love reading for the month of August. Thank you for spending part of your morning with me. We'll continue love week before transitioning into money, career, and wealth next week. But until next time, Capricorn, love and light. This is Goddess Divine Reflections. See you next time.